Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a reaction. Bel'veth has finally been added to PBE, and now we can finally see her kit. And I'll admit, I already took a look, and I've got to say, I think I might main this champion. The fact that she's a jungler kind of off-put me at first, but once I saw the gameplay leaks, I kind of got a little hard. And now that I've actually seen her kit, I'm thinking, number one, I love it, and number two, there's no way this shit doesn't get nerfed. With that in mind, I'm here to go over it for those of you who haven't seen it yet, and to kind of say why I like it so much. So, let's get into it. I'm so excited! So, here she is. Here's the back. Ooh, 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 ooh! And there she is. Her head is fake, but that's okay with me. You see her eyes there? So it should describe the passive here too. Look at that. I don't know how the fuck they gave her thighs, which looks like it leads to a pussy. But she also has like drool and slobber coming off of her fangs. Man, I would lick that shit clean, man. I don't know. I am simping. I want her to look at me like that when I'm naked. I'm sorry. I'm a little excited. But anyway. Oh! Okay, so here's her taunts and shit. So she does seem to have some sort of love for her little fishies. That's good. Oh. Ew. Nasty. What's her dance? Oh. The fuck? Is this some sort of mating dance to confuse me? Because it is. It's distracting. What the hell? Ooh. Okay. It's so weird to look at her head and then know her head is actually the middle of her body. So anyway, this is her autos, which is cool. Okay, this is her Q. So I'm sad it doesn't explain the abilities here, but that's fine. We could deal with this. Let's go here and look at her shit. So, her passive. This of course it's small. This shit is fucking broken. I'll read it out. So after using an ability, her kit is 100% overloaded, by the way. This is ridiculous. So her passive is after she uses an ability, she becomes ghosted. For how long, only God knows. And her next two attacks gain extra attack speed that scales up from 25 to 50. So it's basically like having a Lucian passive, except instead of shooting twice, you auto faster after each ability, which is insane. And you become ghosted. Crazy. Crazy already. That could have been her only passive and that would have been decent. But it's not done yet. Bel'veth gains 1 lavender. And your lavender. Stack for each large monster takedown and 2 stacks for a champion and epic monster takedown. So this, I don't know if you've seen the gameplay, but we'll go over it. I thought this was when she ate the shit on the ground, the little purple candy on the ground, but no, you just get this. You just get this, I think, and you don't even have to, like, stop or consume anything. You just get this for free, which is fucking crazy. Now, I didn't think it was that crazy, but we're gonna get to why it's really crazy. So, you gain lavender for taking kills on jungle and champions, 1 for jungle, 2 for champions, and you get scaling attack speed, scaling all the way up to 1.25%, right? Now, the thing that's crazy is she does not gain attack speed on level, which kind of hurts, but it's fine. But she has no cap. She legit has no cap. You can go lethal on her. And lethal already gets you past the cap. She infinitely stacks attack speed, and attack speed helps lethal immensely. She's going to be insane. She's actually going to be crazy. She's going to be an auto-attacking fucking monster. She is an infinitely scaling auto-attack champ that scales infinitely with attack speed. Like, this is my wet dream. If she was ranged, this shit would be broken. Like, it's actually fucking crazy. That passive is insane. And they obviously have, like, some stuff here to try and mitigate it. Like, oh, you know, her attacks only deal 75% damage and 75% on hit. I mean, that's just for the early game, because, like, oh my god, she's going to get so wild, so crazy. Oh my god, I'm so ready. Passive, mwah, love it, 10 out of 10, overpowered. So her Q, Her Q, which is what we see here, is her dashing around. So it's very much like Urgot Q. She can only dash around if she has a little arrow around her. And it does a lot more shit. So let's read what it does. So if she doesn't have the arrow around her, which, you know, it comes back up after a cooldown. But there's two ways you can get it back up. One, if you get attack speed, which you naturally do, it comes back up faster. And it, you know, if you level the ability, which is the Q, it will come back up faster. But it scales off attack speed similar to Yasuo Q. And if you land your W, which we'll see in a moment, it resets the direction that the arrow is in. So you have a lot of ways to reset this and just make this as low as possible eventually. She is a great scaling champion, man, and I love scaling. Anyone who knows me knows I love scaling. So let's read it. She dashes, she deals damage to all enemies she passes through, and each direction has a unique cooldown. So that's cool. Now, it deals more damage to monsters, less damage to minions, so she's really incentivized to go jungle and not lane, because she can stack off the jungle for Christ's sakes. It applies on-hit effects to the first target, so it's very similar to Yasuo Q in that respect. And each 1% attack speed is the equivalent of getting 0.25 ability haste for this ability, which means you can keep, because you have infinite no attack speed cap, you can get this infinitely low. I don't know if it's not a parabola, if it's a I forgot what it's called. If it's an asymptote, where it will never become 0, but it'll get really close. But my goodness, this is already fucking crazy. So this is great. This is great. So already we have some synergy with the passive, which infinitely scales. I'm going to keep bringing that up because I really like it. And her Q, which is based on her attack speed, which she gets from her passive. It's fucking insane. So that's the Q. You could see it here. Ooh, she dashes. Now, she can't dash that way because there's no arrows anymore, so she has to go around. Ooh, and then she dashes again. And the last one, there it is. Now, this is the W. Ooh! So she knocks you up in a short range, similar to, I don't really know. It's basically like a line version of Cho'Gath Q, is what I could relate it to. So she slams her hot, sexy tail, which I want to hug. And she deals damage, but it doesn't really matter because it's not for the damage. It's for the knock-up, and it slows them by a good bit. And if a champion is hit, it refreshes the cooldown of the Q in that direction. So it's basically used to catch someone out and reset your Q. So ideally, you want to go in with Q, knock them up so they can't get away, and then if they're getting away, Q them again. Or just Q them for extra damage. It's up to you. But already, all of her kit has synergy with itself. Her passive synergizes with her Q, which synergizes with her W. Like, it's crazy how well she's designed, which I would argue is OP. So, again, we're going to see the W here. Very nice, very cool. Okay, now this. This is also crazy. I refer to this as the fucking Galio ult. This shit is fucking Galio. Now, let's explain this. This is kind of small, so again, I'll read it out. She channels, like Galio, like old Galio, and slashes around herself, gaining 70% damage reduction, which scales off lifesteal. Oh, wait, no. She gains lifesteal. What? And she attacks a certain number of times, scaling off attack speed. So, again, her passive also has synergy with her fucking W. Or no, sorry. Her E. Her passive has synergy with every part of her ability because she scales off attack speed. It is fucking insane. So she can attack basically a potential infinite number of times over 1.5 seconds, which isn't that long. And it increases, and each attack strikes the lowest health enemy. So it's not AoE, you don't attack everyone. You attack the lowest health enemy, which could mean minion or monster. I don't know. I don't know if it prioritizes champions. But this is pretty good. Honestly, you're going to use it for the damage reduction just to try and tank a really big ability. That was my main fear with her. She was going to be too squishy. But in essence, this is basically like a Master Yi W that heals you because you gain lifesteal off of it. And potentially has infinite damage. And just makes you tanky. Like, it's insane. It's insane. It's so good. So using another ability or recasting ends this ability early. That's fine. Attacks from this ability cannot crit, that's fair. And this deals 150% damage to monsters and applies on-hit effects at 6 to 24% effectiveness based on the target's missing health. That is fine. But you basically get free lifesteal, damage reduction, healing from the lifesteal, and infinite attacks essentially. Which, again, synergizes from the infinite attack speed passive. Wild. And if that wasn't bad enough, already she seems kind of crazy. Her ult is even fucking crazier. So, let's look at the E here. So you can see she's attacking for 1.5 seconds. She's in a mode where she takes less damage. She's attacking for... I wish she would do it again, but... I think that was like 10 times. I don't know her attack speed here. It doesn't look too high, though. So there she knocks them all up. Okay, so this is the ulti. Look at this shit. So, every second... This is passive, by the way. Remember this. This is passive. This is where she's like... If she wasn't already overloaded, this is just the icing on the cake. Every second, attacks against the same target deal an additional 4.5 true damage, stacking infinitely. Huh? Takedowns against champions and epic monsters leave behind a piece of void coral. So... Already, if you're fighting someone for an extended period of time, which you very easily can, because of her her E, she gains more free true damage. Every second attack against the same target. Oh, no, so it's every other attack. Okay, so this is based on autos, I think. But again, because she attacks, she gains attack speed infinitely, every second auto eventually becomes ridiculous, and she's just going to do so much true damage. It's actually fucking crazy. This is worded weirdly, though. It says stacking infinitely. It deals an additional. So, the way I see it, right? It's either every second, which means time, which, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. You gain 4.5 on each of your attacks, which would be okay. Or it's every second auto attack you do, you gain 4.5 stacking. So your second auto, 4.5. Your fourth auto, 9. Your sixth auto, I don't want to do math that high. But it keeps stacking, which is insane. So basically, against the same person, she's going to kill them. She's the tank killer. I honestly don't know what can stop her, except maybe she doesn't have a catch-out ability, aside from her low-range W. So she has to get on you. But once she gets on you, it looks like it's over if she could stay on you. I honestly see her getting some sort of phage item just so she could stick on you better. But like, oh my god, this is crazy. I feel like they're going to experiment so much with her builds, though. I don't think we'll see AP Bel'veth, but we're definitely going to see on hit for sure. Probably hybrid tank for sure. Full AD, full assassin, full crit. I don't doubt it. Full lifesteal. I am so ready. This looks like a fun champion that's probably going to be permabanned. But I fucking love it. So let's see. So that's just the passive. So no matter what, once you get 6, you have that. And it stacks infinitely, which is crazy. But actively, and this is like the crazy part, she consumes the coral, she slows nearby enemies, charging again like a Galio ult, and then she explodes, dealing base and missing health added on top of it, true damage again, and she gains 1 lavender again, and assumes her true form for 60 seconds, which then gives her more bonuses, which is increased max health, more move speed out of combat, more attack range, more attack speed, and her Q can now pass through walls. Holy shit. And then you can keep resetting it by keep eating Void Coral, which is insane. And then if you kill Nasher or Rift Herald, it lasts longer. And then if you're in ulti form, you get a fucking better Yorick passive where if you kill minions, or not even if you kill minions, right? If minions die in your presence, you don't even have to kill them yourself. They respawn as void fishies that then push the lane with you. It's insane. This is insane. She's a combination of like old Galio, Yorick, Yi, and she's just better. She infinitely scales. And she's just better. Now, granted, maybe I'm overblowing it, but oh my god, she seems fucking ridiculous. So let's look at her ult. So here you can see the Void Coral. She's gonna eat it. And there's the true damage explosion, and that's her true form.
My eyes are everywhere.
And then I guess she has a different back when she's in that form? Oh my god. Like, it's insane. She gets passive bonuses, more damage, more everything. Ooh. She's like mommy. God, she's so hot. She makes all these weird noises too. Oh! That hurts my fucking eyes. Jesus. I want to see what she looks like when she transforms back. Ew.
You struggle for nothing.
I wish we could see the true damage, but they're not showing the numbers, so I can't really get a good tell of how it actually works, but holy shit, I'm so ready. This champion's insane, man. And look, she's resetting the Q in each direction with the W. That's the E. Looks like she's just stabbing you from the ground. This shit's crazy. And then she turns back to normal. And then she kills Herald. She eats the one from Herald, which is a void monster. Wait, so can she only pass through walls if, like, she gets the Herald one? It doesn't look like it matters. I want to see if the minions kill them, will they transform themselves? Let's see. Oh my god. So you do have to, I think, press R on it, but it should be whatever. So you can gain stacks very quickly. So not only will you gain a stack from champion takedowns, you also gain a stack of lavender from eating the coral. So you can essentially gain... Oh no, sorry, you get 2 from champions. So you essentially gain 3 stacks from champions if you have 6. And you eat the coral. So let's see. Yeah, so the minions in the back look like they're transformed as well. I want to see what happens when Bel'veth starts, like, doing the aura. I think that has to be when she has, like, max attack speed. Or over max attack speed. Holy shit, though. I'm so ready, man. I am so ready for this fucking champion. I hope this got to show you a little bit why, because I love infinite scaling shit. And it's amazing. But, yeah, I'm super excited. That was Bel'veth. I'm going to be maining her. And I love her.